Alright, music lovers, strap in right now because we got massive news hitting the market. Taylor Swift just announced a new album, and we're going to talk about her billion-dollar deal buying back her masters. Absolutely wild. K-pop Demon Hunters is topping the charts. I did a video about this, and you guys did not like it, so we're going to talk about that as well. Eminem just dropped a new documentary, and it's about his fandom. Crazy people, and yeah, can't wait to check it out. And the last thing, we're going to check out highlights about Loolapalooza and the Outside Land Festival. So definitely stay tuned to check all the highlights. I mean, friends, we gotta talk about this. Taylor Swift and her new album, after this crazy tour, grossing like over $1 billion, is absolutely crazy. People are freaking out. My timeline on Instagram, on TikTok is just blowing up. And she has built such a legacy in the last 15 years, which is absolutely crazy. People and fans are going crazy. She released some news on Travis and Jason Kelce's podcast, New Heights, and it's called The Life of a Showgirl, coming out October 3rd. People are losing their minds over it. But here's a fun nugget of information for you guys. She actually cried on the floor when her mom told her that they were successful in buying back her catalog for $360 million from her past label, which is crazy. Like, all of her masters now belong to her. Think about this. They're worth $360 million. They did an agreement that she has no right to badmouth any of the label executives or Scooter Braun, who was involved like with the whole deal. So that is like part of the contract, because now she owns all of her masters, which is crazy. Now she makes money on everything that is being sold, that is being played. Before that, you gotta understand, there are two different parts of the royalties, which is like the performing rights royalties, but also the masters royalties, right? So if she does any deals, if the album is being pressed, if it's like being released on vinyl and stuff like that, she would only make a percentage of that before. Now she owns it. Now she's making 100% of that. This is a huge deal. Yes, $360 million is a lot of money, but it definitely is going to make sense for her in the long run. Even if you're not a big Taylor Swift fan, you gotta understand this is a monumental win for artists, because music industry is like pretty cutthroat. They try to make money. It's an industry, right? So the thing is, we all know stories about artists being exploited because they don't get the money they deserve. They only get a few percentages, which is absolutely crazy for the whole music they're writing and stuff like that. So Taylor Swift, for actually doing something huge like that, and it's not the first time she did this. She tried to do this over and over, like the last couple of years, and I have so much respect for her and her team to actually achieve this. This is going to set a new precedent for new artists coming up, like trying to stand in for themselves, and I hope more artists are going to do this on a major level, but also like on a smaller level. And also, this is going to be an album since 2012 where Jack Antonoff is not going to be producing. It's going to be full Max Martin, and Max Martin is known for Backstreet Boys, for the early Britney Spears, for all of these people. Most recently, Ariana Grande, her new album, and he has his footprint everywhere. Like, just look it up. Max Martin is absolutely crazy. Now get this, Hunter X from the Netflix movie K-pop Demon Hunters is actually topping the Billboard charts 100, Hot 100, which is absolutely wild. This song blew up and it was so unprecedented. Yes, the movie is really, really good, and the music is really, really good as well. I did a reaction. You guys did not like it because I had stuff to say. Yo, now I did learn out of my mistakes. I need to do more research when I talk about these things, because you guys are fans. You guys know about the lore. You know everything in the background, right? Usually when I do these reactions, I don't do much research, right? This is just from knowledge I know from the industry and everything that I've gathered through the years. So that's why when I put comments out like that and you guys don't respond to those positively, that is fine. I like the criticism because I definitely want to learn, right? But yo, that was crazy. But all that to say, I appreciate you guys. It was actually very humbling to see that the internet is a force to be reckoned with. And yo, K-pop Demon Hunters is crazy. I checked out the album in the meantime. The whole, like all of the songs, they're really, really well made. And also, yeah, all of the producers, singers are from the K-pop industry. And 2 songs actually from the album were produced by the producer from Blackpink, Kill This Love, which is really, really cool. And you have a whole bunch of singers also from Twice in there. So yeah, absolutely legit. I take back some of my words. So I appreciate you guys for calling that out. But one fact which is crazy and stood out to me is this is the first K-pop group since 2001 that actually topped the Billboard Top 100, real or not. Think about that. That's crazy. But you know why? Because they counted the streams from the Netflix movie as well. So every time the movie was being played and that song was being played in the movie was counted towards the stream, which counts towards the Billboard Hot 100, which is absolutely wild. This is new and kind of controversial because some artists actually never get the exposure to Netflix or to any kind of streaming services. For this movie to actually do this is a new change, and people are actually paying attention to that. So we will see how that turns out, if it's going to be a good thing in the future or a bad thing. But you can best believe that most artists will now venture more into movies or getting more sync deals, like getting their music placed in movies so they can count towards the streams for the charts. Absolutely interesting development with Taylor Swift and K-pop demon hunters in this whole music landscape. So let me know what you think about this. This is really controversial, really new. Also with AI coming in, we'll see where this goes. This is crazy. Do you guys still remember Eminem? I mean, he's a legend. If you're into hip-hop music and rap music, yo, you have to know who this guy is. He was obviously huge in the 2000s and 2010s. Now, he's a little older, he has family, he has everything, right? So he doesn't have to be in the spotlight. Plus, he has so many crazy songs everybody recognizes around the world. So you don't have to work, you know what I mean? Just what we talked about Taylor Swift with her royalties. Like, Eminem has a lot of royalties himself. So that is how you make a living on a long term. This is basically your retirement. Now, Eminem is venturing out into a new field, making a documentary on Paramount Plus coming out in August. It's talking about obsessive fans. So whatever he's doing right now is not about a homage to his good fans, which just listen, who are fans and follow him and whatever. These are fans who are obsessive, getting tattoos, building shrines, like really stalking him. Like, this is really interesting because he's taking the musical approach and the fandom from a different angle. And it is said that he works with psychologists and like culturists to see where the obsession comes in. Like, you can admire an artist, right? But where is the line from admiring to obsession? That is super interesting, and I can't wait to watch this movie because, yo, this is really interesting about like human psychology. I'm all for that. I really like that. We'll see what happens with this documentary, and if Eminem himself is going to release new music alongside, that is usually the move. If you put out one part of media, like another part can come in, and that is automatic streams. Just like we talked about, you know, everything is fitting together. And also, it's not only going to be about him. Like, it seems he's going to incorporate other artists as well, and they talk about their experiences with stalkers, fandom, and all these kind of things. So this is going to be a huge thing. Let's see what's up. And also on the live spectrum, we had two crazy music festivals, which are Loolapalooza 2025 and also the Outside Lands Festival, which was absolutely incredible. I checked out a couple clips and also did a reaction, so definitely check it out. If you want a second video, let me know in the comments down below. Let's start with Loolapalooza 2025. So in my reaction video, we reacted to Cat's Eye, Sabrina Carpenter, and Doechii, which were all incredible. And Cat's Eye actually had a record for most people in a day slot, which is not easy to do because nobody's going to be there at like 2 or 3 p.m. when the sun is like scorching hot, right? Usually on a headliner, you're going to have like the most people, but yo, they had quite the crowd going. Absolutely incredible. Now, for my K-pop fans out there, Twice made history for the first K-pop girl group to ever headline the festival. And they also had like a little Easter egg. They had a crazy drone show and they spelled out a sentence, which is, "The honeymoon is sealed." And that is connected to the movie K-pop Demon Hunters. Crazy. Like, people who actually saw that Easter egg like in the sky, they're like, what the hell's going on? Like, absolutely crazy for them to headline it. Props to you, Twice. We had Olivia Rodrigo with an absolutely crazy performance, bringing out Weezer on stage. They haven't been at the festival for over a decade, so that is a crazy cool thing. Sabrina Carpenter brought out Earth, Wind, and Fire. What the hell is happening? For September and Let's Groove, I believe. Yes, they haven't been at Loolapalooza since the 90s. Think about this, like 35 years, but we all know the song September. So yeah, they are legendary. And we had the Outside Land Festival, brought a different flavor than Loolapalooza. We had Doja Cat releasing or actually playing a song for the first time. Really, really cool. We had Catriel and Paco Amoroso performing their crazy set, like genre bending, an absolutely crazy show. Yeah, they are crazy. A really good friend of mine here in LA is a background singer for them, and I saw them live as well. crazy bunch. We had Tyler, the Creator, perform his new album. And yes, in total, they had 7 stages, around 110 to 140 artists, depending on who you count. If you have like features on stage and stuff, we had over 200,000 people attending this festival in San Francisco. Absolutely crazy, man. I really need to go to one of the big festivals. Let me know if you guys have been to Loolapalooza, but also outside land. I would love to know. Obviously, there's so many more news coming out, so let me know what news did I miss for the last 2 weeks. And yo, I appreciate you guys for being here. Definitely leave a like and subscribe if you like this kind of content, and let's head up to the last topic. Alright friends, here are some fresh releases for you guys that I have on my radar, and definitely let me know in the comments which songs did you listen to this week. The first one is Ed Sheeran, A Little More. This is his 4th single from the new album coming out in September, and the music video is really cool because it got Rupert Grint, which is Ron Weasley from Harry Potter, and he got to reprise his role from his 2011 music video Lego House, which is really, really cool. Next, we have Chaperone with their new song Subway. I haven't checked it out yet, but I definitely want to do a reaction. It is her highest placement on Billboard in the US, number 3, and also number 1 in the UK. So props to Chaperone. Congrats to you, Chaperone. I wish you all the best. She had an incredible year last year, and hopefully she can continue with that. And the last 2 songs I want to recommend to you guys from my R&B friends, it's Chris Brown with his songs Holy Blindfold and It Depends. Both of them absolutely insane. Really, really cool. It Depends a little bit more R&B as we know him. Very explicit, so if you're not into that kind of stuff, not for you. And the second one, which is Holy Blindfold, the production, man, absolutely wild. And I just read, it's actually also produced by Jon Bellion, and you can definitely hear that. So definitely check out that song. Really, really cool. Like I said before, let me know if I missed any news, anything that is important to you guys when it comes to music business, because I really want to know. And yeah, I hope I'm going to do these videos more often because it's a lot of fun talking about this stuff. Friends, thanks for being here, and please leave a like and subscribe if you appreciate this content and you learned something new, because that helps the channel grow and make it bigger. And also, I'm down for feedback. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you soon on the next news. Bye.